I think being a mother is gonna be really fun because I get to have children and I get to play with them a lot.
I've always wanted to be a mother ever since I was a young age. So this year, thankfully, praise the Lord, I was able to be a mother, and it has far exceeded all my expectations. It's a wonderful role, and I'm so blessed that this little guy gets to call me mom.
Before having kids, I thought being a mother was just like the movies, full of nothing but fun moments and a little discipline.
Was there anything I was nervous about? Everything. I was nervous about every part of being a parent, especially that I would make a mistake as a parent and then I would have a terrible child turn into a terrible adult.
I've seen the Lord work in my oldest daughter's life, and I keep praying that I could see it working in my son and my other daughter.
My perspective has changed a lot since having Judah. Everything about my life is different. I used to be able just to get myself things, get myself dressed, make myself something to eat, get myself somewhere on time. But now when I have Judah, I have to think about him and get all those things ready for him as well. So it's just a big perspective change and a big adjustment, but we are just so blessed.
My perspective totally changed once I had a child. I realized that the way I had lived my life up until then was not gonna make me a good mother. So I basically changed my whole life so that I could be the best mom possible.
I think the biggest lessons the Lord has taught me are patience and grace when it comes to motherhood.
Well, the most challenging thing about being a mother, I think, is just taking care of them and make sure they're doing the right thing.
One of the funniest things that my mom does is I think when she talks randomly in a country accent or mispronounces a word really hilariously.
The funniest thing that Judah has done so far was a couple nights ago. He lays in a bassinet next to our bed and he was kind of wrestling around, and he does that sometimes in his sleep, but then sometimes he does that before he wants to eat. So I was trying to wait and see which one it was, and then he started kind of choking on air, kind of moving around, and I was like, oh no. I popped up out of bed and I popped my head over and he started giggling and he laughed. He laughed at me trying to run out of bed, and I just am so excited to see how he grows and matures and see him become a little prankster.
The funniest thing my child has ever done, she's pretty funny all the time, but one thing that stands out is when she was a toddler and she was running through the house and she ran square into a wall and then bounced off of it and just kept going like it didn't happen.
I think the one piece of advice that I could give to someone wanting to be a mother is that you can be a mother and have a career at the same time. You don't have to choose just one.
Take care of yourself, and whatever the doctor tells you to do, you do. Because when you're young and you're going to be a mother, you don't know exactly what to do.
One piece of advice I would give anyone that's wanting to become a mother is just to trust in the Lord. His plan is perfect, His will is perfect. Just trust in Him and He will make your path straight.